Welcome, race fans, to United Dirt Sim Series Gold's Cup Series here at Volusa Speedway Park, known as one of the fastest half miles in the country. This track is a slightly D-shaped track, and these racers should be running about the 15-second lap times. And we're going to be getting on their way for the first heat race. We got a little late start, but again, we'd like to thank you for coming in and watching the show. These drivers are the Gold Cup. All drivers have an over 2,000 I rating. So we're going to get into the first heat, and we will go right into the first heat and get the drivers all gridded up. Starting in the first row, number 24, inside, Brian Kokak. In the second row, in the first row outside, Darren Detweiler. In the second row, number 83, Chance Crum. And on the outside, in the fourth spot, Billy Brickley. In the third row, fifth spot, Jake Greenwood. In the sixth spot, Caleb Harmon. Starting in the ninth spot, Emmett Walden. These drivers are getting all lined up. Going to start gridding up. They're going to start bunching up here. Going to come out of three. This is heat race number 1 here at Volusa Park. UDSS, United Dirt Sim Series Gold Cup, race number 3. And we got the green going into turn 1. Side-by-side battle right now. Brian Kokak still on the inside with Darren Detweiler on the outside. Right behind Detweiler, you got Billy Brickley and Chance Crum still side-by-side, just like lining up at the grid. You got Jake Greenwood stuck in the middle right now. He's in the 5th spot. He's trying to go on the outside of Brickley in turn 2, I'm sorry. So it's Brian Kokak out in the lead, still staying on the inside group where there's a lot of bite. But you got Darren Detweiler still working on the outside. Still side right on his right rear tire. Chance Crum in the middle of him. Brickley's trying to make an inside move. Going into 3. Comes out. Jane Greenwood is on the outside of Billy Brickley. Nothing really happening exciting right now. Pretty much side by side, follow the leader. It's still Kokak, Detweiler, Crum, and Brickley. Greenwood close behind on the outside, working the high side. These guys are bunched up. You could throw a blanket over the top 6 drivers right now. 3 laps to go. They're coming out of turn 4. It's still Kodak, Detweiler, Crum, and Brickley, followed by Greenwood and Harmon in the 6th spot. So Kodak now, he's getting out and taking out a good 3-car length lead right now. Crum moves to the outside. Brickley goes to the inside, tries an inside move, coming out of 3. Kodak has nobody to bother him right now. He's setting his line. Oh, Brickley comes up out of turn 4, and they both touch. Oh, and it's looked like it's going to be a checkered flag, and it's going to be... All right, race heat number 2, starting on the first row inside. Number 04, Dustin Shreves. On the outside in the second In the first row outside, Randy Shreves. In the third spot, number 28, Hunter Crum. And in the fourth spot outside, second row, Alex Peck. In the third row, number 72, Jeffrey Stewart. And in the outside of the third row, in the sixth spot, Kelby Taylor. In the fourth row, inside, number 27, Ty Williams. In the eighth spot, Derek Moore. Car number 91. This is heat race number 2 of the 305 Gold Series with United Dirt Sim Series Racing. Third race of the year. We've had some very good racing all year. It's getting closer, getting better, more drivers coming in. Remember, our drivers are in the Gold Series have an I rating over 2,000. Our Silver Series under 2,000 drivers in I rating run on Sunday nights at 10 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Here they come. They're coming out of turn 4 for the green flag. We have a good jump with 04 Dustin Shreves. Got a good jump and taking a very comfortable lead going into 3. Got a great little battle going on for the second spot with Randy Shreves, Hunter Crum, and Alex Peck. Crum's on the inside, trying to get that bottom side to work. Looks like there's a lot of traction. Randy Shreves, number 56, he's got a comfortable little one-car length lead coming out of 4. Crum staying on the bottom. Peck is still staying on the top, giving some room to Crum so he can move up, getting some traction. Still have Dustin Shreves all by himself in a very comfortable lead right now. 3 laps to go. Now Crum settles for the 4th spot. Top 3 move it into the feature. So Crum's going to have to make something happen right now with 2 laps to go. It's Dustin Shreves in the lead. Randy Shreves in second. Alan Peck in the 3rd spot. And Hunter Crum in the 4th. Oh, Crum comes up and gets into the Peck, number 59, puts him on his lid. We're going to have to let the officials look at that one, see what's going on. And maybe it was a checkered flag, but it was coming down to the checkers. So it's Shreves, Crum, and Peck in that order. Shreves, and Crum, I apologize. 04, 56, and 28. So it would be Shreves, Dustin with the win. Randy in second, Hunter in the 3rd spot. What a great racing tonight here at Volusa Speedway. We apologize for any difficulties here with United Dirt Sim Series on the live broadcast. We're going to be coming out here, some warm-up practice. We just got the stream up and running for me to do some commentating at the last minute, literally 1 minute prior to the race going on board and going live. So we apologize for any inconvenience that I'm causing. But I'm just trying to figure out the software in the system, and I apologize, so we can get back into racing and we can get this thing figured out for you to enjoy your racing here with United Dirt Sim Series. Right now they're going out to practice. They were running in qualifying times. They were running 14.9s. So right now, you know, the track is going to be going away. They were working the bottom of it for the first couple heat races. And now the drivers are going to have to figure out if who's going to go to the bottom, who's going to go to the top once this race starts, and who's going to follow the leader. But you got the 00 Billy Brickley. He won the first 2 races here in the Gold Series. So we're going to see out where he's going to be starting on the front row. And we're going to see how he can hold on to that lead starting on the inside, always getting some good jumps. See if we can keep our eye on Jake Greenwood if he's out there. Right now they're running some lap times, about 15.3s right now during practice, so it's slowed down about 3/4 tenths. But it looks like the track has held up extremely well. So the bottom's going to be there for these guys to work. So there's going to be some exciting racing going on tonight. The track is extremely great condition. So there's going to be the bottom and the top's going to be working. It's just they're going to follow the leader first lap or two and find out where each driver is going to be going, and going to have some close racing. Features race, another features gridding. You got in the one spot, car number 3, Darren Detweiler. In the number 2 spot, number 56, Randy Shreves. In the second row, in the 3rd spot, number 24, Brian Kokak. And in the 4th spot, car number 59, Alan Peck. Starting in the 5th spot, Billy Brickney in the 00. And in the 6th spot, Kelby Taylor. Starting in the 7th spot, number 83, Chance Crum. And in the 8th spot, number 28, a Silver Series driver, Hunter Crum. In the 9th spot, number 43, Jake Greenwood. In the 10th spot, number 72, Jeffrey Stewart. And in the 11th spot, number 11, Caleb Harmon. In the 12th spot, Ty Williams, car number 27. In the 15th spot, car number 9, Lads Heinenberger. And in the 16th spot, Derek Moore. And it's all by himself. Number 4 in the 17th spot, Emmett Waldron. 40-lap feature main. Remember, there'll be no waiver rounds after 30 laps. The last 10 laps, you will not get any waiver rounds, and I believe you only get 2 repairs. Here they come down for the green. Detweiler leads them off, coming out of 4. Pretty good jump with Detweiler and Shreves. Randy both stay even, but Darren Detweiler gets a nice run off the bottom. Gets a little comfortable lead, about a car length. Brickley's trying to work on the inside in that 6th spot. Kind of blinked out for that quick 2nd. But Brian Kokak in the 3rd, Peck in that 4th spot. Randy Shreves working the outside on Detweiler right now, giving him a lot of room, but Detweiler staying on the inside, and here comes Brian Kokak up the center. He's going to run the high side with Detweiler, still staying on that bottom. Shreves on top, Kokak on top. Detweiler now moving back to the 3rd spot, while Randy Shreves taking over the lead. Billy Brickley in the 4th spot, comes down low, comes out of 4, comes up high. Kelby Taylor gets underneath him, but it looks like Brickley's going to hold on to that 4th spot. It's still Randy Shreves out in the lead. Detweiler's making a move on the bottom again. The top three are very close. 4, 5, 6, and 7 are separated about a car length and about 4 car lengths back behind Detweiler. 36 laps to go, 6, 7 laps down. Here they come now. It's still on the inside. You have Detweiler, Shreves, and Kokak all working the high side right now. There's a couple drivers on the low side. And that looks like Taylor and Crum all working the inside. Brickley goes to the inside, coming into the 4th spot. Comes out nice and smooth. Detweiler's right there on the outside. Brickley still working on the inside. Holding nice and tight. There's a lot of moisture down there, so he's made a lot of room up to try to get next to Detweiler. Brickley now working the side, outside, inside. Peck on the outside, Kokak on the outside, Shreves on the outside, and a yellow flag comes out. Let's see what happened on the yellow flag. See what caused it. It doesn't look like I can see anything on the tape. So 11 laps down, 29 laps to go. Your leader, Darren Detweiler, Randy Shreves, and Brian Kokak, unofficial. Kokak looks like he's in the 5th spot. So we got Randy Shreves out in the lead. Here they come down for green. Shreves, Peck, Brickley, and Detweiler, top 4 spots right now. Shreves pulled out a good jump. Coming out of 4, Brickley working the inside now on Peck, followed by Detweiler. Detweiler still staying on the outside. He was on the inside for a while, but he was getting pushed back. But Brickley still in that 3rd spot, side by side with Detweiler. You got Brian Kokak in that 5th spot all by himself right now. But it's Kelby Taylor and Chance Crum working that 6th and 7th spot. Oh, and Detweiler goes into the wall hard on the outside. Looks like the yellow flag is coming out. Oh, it looks like maybe Brickley gave him a wheel on action. He got pushed up. Totally a slide job going wrong. So we have the yellow flag going out. And that's lap number 16. So Detweiler went in pits. So Detweiler went in and got repaired. He'll be back on the lead lap, but he's got plenty of racing time. Detweiler is a workhorse. He knows how to go to the front. He's been there before. So this is nothing new to Detweiler. He's going to have to, he's got basically 27, 23 laps to do it. Anything can happen, especially with these yellows. That always helps. Yellow flags kind of push you to the front if you're going to the front, and it always helps. So let's see what happens. It's lap 17. We're coming around under lap 18. It should be going green here. One more lap. It's Randy Shreves in the 1 spot, Alex Peck in the 2nd, Jake Greenwood in the 3rd spot, Hunter Crum in the 4th spot, and Kelby Taylor in the top 5. Followed by Jeffrey Stewart, had a great run last week, ran out of gas. He was in the fighting for the 2nd spot, I believe, with Greenwood, and ran out of gas. Him and his teammate both ran out of gas with about 8 laps to go, so I'm sure he put gas in it for tonight's race. But Shreves now coming around, pace truck off. Shreve gets a good jump, about a 4 car length right now over Peck and Greenwood and Crum. Shreves got a really nice lead. The battle right now is still with Greenwood, Taylor, and Crum for the 3rd spot. Peck's all by himself. Single file to the outside. There's only 1 car that's going to the inside, and that might look like Jeffrey Stewart. The rest of the cars are up on top. Oh, Shreves goes a little high coming out of turn 4. That's that Alec Pex now get on the inside of him and get a run on him. So Shreves, Peck, and Greenwood. Exciting battle up front. So Peck's on the inside of Shreves, trying to make the bottom work. Doesn't get a good run off the bottom. These little 305 engines don't have a whole lot of power. Once they bog down, you're going to lose a little bit of distance between yourself and the car you're chasing. But Shreves running a fantastic race right now, staying on the top. Getting down on the bottom in 3 and 4. That's unusual. He hasn't done a lot of that today. Came out extremely smooth, kept his distance behind Peck. Greenwood's now working on the inside, so now it's 16 laps down, 24 to go. Shreves now stretched it out by a 0.3 of a second, but Peck's not letting up. Shreves staying in the middle, Peck's still on the high side. Let's see if we got a battle for the 4th spot, if we can pick up with Taylor and Stewart. So the battle right there is for great little battle going on. 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, and 9th, all right there. Working Hunt Crum on the very high side out of turn 2, almost clipping the wall. But it's Jeffrey Stewart right now in that 4th spot. Number 83, Chance Crum, working underneath. Got a great battle. Here they come, still side by side. Crum and Taylor. Jeffrey Stewart a little bit, about a car length in front of the field. These guys are lined up just like they're coming down for a green. Brickley on the inside. Hunter Crum on the outside. Here comes car number 83, Chance Crum, trying to work on Jeffrey Stewart. Stewart's all by himself now, but it's Crum, Brickley, Taylor, and Crum in the 5th through the 8th spot, the real battle. 1st through 3 is checked out. Stewart is all by himself, still in that 4th spot. Nothing going on with the top 3, so I won't get you some videos of them right now. Let's see what's going on with the 5th, 6th, and 7th spot. It's Brickley, Crum, and Brickley battling it out right now. Chance Crum, Brickley trying to get underneath, going into the turn 3. Comes down low on Crum, does a slide job. Oh! And he gets a little bit into, I believe, the number 83, Chance Crum and Jeffrey Stewart. Oh, now Stewart's touched Crum. The battle between 4th, 5th, and 6th, they're both, all 3 of them are actually touching wheels, causing a little bit of melee, bunching up from the 6th to the 9th spot. Now you got 4. Oh, we got a crash. It's Brickley, it looks like. The yellow flag could come out. Yellow flag. Let's see what happened. If someone touched wheels or did they just get sideways coming off the corner. So Brickley's underneath. Oh, yeah, it just looks like maybe a racing deal. Trying to slow it down here. Maybe a car came up and collected those two drivers. So that was Brickley. That was into a car crash. And let me see the number 2. It looks like Kelby Taylor. So the yellow flag's going to come out. They're going to come in and get fixed. So your top 5 positions right now still looks like number 56, Randy Shreve's been on point since the green of the first lap. Alex Peck moved up from about the 5th spot. He's in the 2nd spot now. In the 3rd spot, Jake Greenwood has really made a move towards the front with Chance Crum in the 4th spot, Jeffrey Stewart 5th, Darren Detweiler in the 6th, followed by Harmon 7th, Kokak 8th, Hunter Crum 9th, Billy Brixey 10th, and Kelby Taylor 11th, Ty Williams 12th, Michael Stephan 13th, and Derek Moore 14th. Here they come down for the green. Randy again with another great start, going right to the top. Greenwood down low underneath Peck in turn 2. So Greenwood is working the bottom on Peck. Chance Crum on top, Jeffrey Stewart's on top, Detweiler's on top. So right now it just looks like Greenwood is on the bottom, taking over the 2nd spot. Not yet. Moved back a little bit. Still working on Alex Peck. Shreve's now pulled out about a 2-car length lead on Peck. Greenwood staying on the bottom. Looks like Jeffrey Stewart moved to the bottom in the 4th spot. Peck is looking for Shreves now. Shreve's staying a little high. Peck's working a little bit lower. Now they're working the top on coming out of turn 2. Greenwood and Stewart on the bottom. Shreves and Peck still stays on the bottom coming out of 3 and 4. It looks like 3 and 4 is a very good bottom groove. Shreves now starting to pull away from Peck, and it's going to be 40-lap feature. It's Shreves, Alex Peck, Chance Crum in the top 3, followed by Greenwood, Detweiler, and Jeffrey Stewart. Again, I would like to apologize for any inconvenience during the broadcast. I just got the system and the racers 1 minute prior, so please don't criticize United Dirt Sim Series. It's all on me. I just filled in so we can get it broadcast, and thank you for coming out. Let's see if we can get an interview with the top 3 and see how the race went for them and what they felt. And it looks like Randy Shreves is your winner, Alex Peck in 2nd, and Chance Crum in the 3rd spot. Doesn't look like I can get the drivers right now. They're turned off, but we're going to see if we can get them and uh, get an interview with some of these drivers. It looks like they're not coming up top three for an interview, but we'll see if we can pull them in. Chance, you got your headset on for me? Hey, Chance, nice run, third spot. That seemed like a really good battle. This is Billy up in the tower. How'd the car feel for you tonight? I mean, you were consistently coming up, backing up a little bit, but it seemed like the car was getting better later in the race, and um, you just got up there. Did the car feel okay, and how'd you feel? Yeah, you had a couple incidences with your car. You got into some people. Not it was your fault. Just saying, there's some incidences that shows. Did any of that hurt your race car at all tonight? Did you lose a little bit of wing damage or toe out, or did it hurt the car at all? Well, finishing third is with this strength of a field is a great accomplishment. Is there anybody in your sponsors that you would like to thank tonight? Well, thank you very much. I hope you enjoyed yourself and you keep coming and finishing the series and you had a good time. And thank you for coming out and racing with us. And congratulations on your third place finish. Thank you. Alex, are you there? Alex, how you doing, man? How was that second place finish? That had to feel pretty good. You were moving around up into the positions and going back and then coming forwards. How'd the car feel? Oh, we appreciate you coming out and supporting United Dirt Sim Series. But yeah, we noticed you were on the top and you didn't really venture out on the bottom, but nothing's wrong with that. You were just kind of following the leader where the traction was, where you can keep your RPMs up. But you stayed at the top, and that's where you felt comfortable. Were you moving your wing forward and backwards at all? Was the track getting a little loose for you? Oh, that's good. I mean, we appreciate you coming out, and we're glad you came out. And it's always nice to come to a new organization and finish in a top three. And is there any of your sponsors that you like to sponsor? You'd like to announce tonight? Say thank you for them. Oh, thank you for coming, and we hope to see you next week. And have a good night. Thank you. Let's see if we can get a hold of our winner, Randy Shreves. Okay, thank you. Randy, do you have me visibility up in the tower? Good. How are you doing? You got to have a big smile on your face right now. How'd everything? Man, what a run! What can you say about your starts? You didn't give anybody any timing, and you were never consistent when you jumped. That's what I think threw those guys off behind you. Was awesome job. Was that your whole plan, or were you just kind of just looking forward to just jumping when you wanted to jump? Well, I think it worked extremely well. I mean, you really had some. Every start was great. Every start you jumped out 2, 3 car lengths. I think that's exactly what needs to be done in this league since it's so close racing and everybody's so good. But you were working the high side. You went to the bottom a couple times in 3 and 4, but it seemed like your car really worked everywhere, up on the bottom, on top. But it seems like you stayed at the top a lot because was it just a momentum factor? Yeah, 3 and 4 is where your car was working best. It seemed like 1 and 2 was just maybe slicked off a little bit. 3 and 4 is where you worked out um, the most when you really wanted to get down there and maybe kind of block a little bit. Not block anybody, but you gotta see what works because you never know when it comes down to the last 2 laps or need a slider job. But how'd the car feel? Was there anything that you think you could have changed that made it a little bit better, or was it really good? That's great. Is there any of your sponsors that you would like to thank? Well, you've been doing pretty good. I think what was it? Was it last? Didn't you? Did you win? Did you get second last week? I I know Dustin wanted part. I know Dustin wanted part of it, but I think Dustin might have gotten a fourth spot. But maybe you might have finished third. But we're glad you're coming here to UDSS and the Gold Series, and we hope we keep seeing you. And you put on a great show, and the competitors. You guys all race together all the time, and the respect that you have for each other is just incredible. And it's some close racing. But congratulations on your win, and great job. And your paint job does look good. Thank you and have a good night. See you, buddy. Well, that looks like the show for the 40 lap feature here at Volusa Speedway Park. We'd like to thank all our race fans for coming out and watching the show here at Volusia Speedway. UDSS will be next Sunday night, 10 o'clock Eastern Central Time for the 305 Silver. That's all racers under 2,000 I rating, and we'll be back Monday night at 9 o'clock Central. 9 o'clock Eastern with the 305 Gold. And the we will be inviting the 3 silver racers that in the top 3 next Sunday night will be invited to the gold. So all you racers that have an I rating under 2,000, come and race with us in the Silver Division Cup. It's on Sunday nights. Come out, join us. If you win or you finish in the top 3, we invite you to run the gold series on Monday night, and it's a great opportunity to show your talent. So this is Billy Lee here at UDSS, United Dirt Sim Series, saying good night and thank you for coming out.